Okay, hi, I'm Jackie Ehrman, and Michelle Dillard asked me a little while ago, what would I have told my younger self? My younger self would have been considerably younger. I accepted the Lord when I was 16. I'm now 77 years old, and I've had the privilege of walking with Him for over 50 years. But there are some things I would have told my younger self I wish I'd known back then. One of them is about the difficult people in my life and in your life. I would say seek God's view of them often, because the difficult people, they keep being difficult, and we have to keep going to the Lord and saying, show me again, Lord, why you love them, that kind of thing. But so pray for them. I found when I tend to judge people quickly. When I do that, the Lord will pull me up short and say, you get to know them. So I'll start praying for them, and that always helps. I can't dislike them if I'm praying for them. So pray for them. Talk them over with God, and then listen for His answer. And then the word that He sends you, or you recall, He'll advise you, as you listen. And look at the context when He gives you a verse. It's always good to look at the context. Okay. So basically the Lord said, you're difficult people, Jackie, I send them on purpose. Love them, serve them, be patient, and see where God is leading. But I always I'm constantly seeking Him on this, because naturally I'm not one who is all warm and cozy right away with everybody. So, all right, and I would also tell my younger self, read the Bible through every year. And if you find a plan you like, stick with it for a couple, 3 years until the Lord moves you on. But there's so many good plans out there. And you learn so much by getting the whole picture of God's love for us. Oh, and date everything. I mean everything. Your sermon notes, the notes that you take in your journal, the notes you just write real quick, date them. Because when you go back, it's wonderful to see how God has led you and fed you. And you can say, wow, Lord, I have grown. I mean, we don't doubt that He's going to grow us, but we doubt that we can. We don't doubt Him, we doubt us. Anyway. But yes, it is wonderful to read that. Even notes from books you've read. I tend to do a lot of note taking when I read some books, so that's good. A couple more here. Be patient. Oh, I would tell myself, be patient, tender-hearted, and forgiving with yourself, okay, with me. Apply John 1:9 often. You know the verse. When we confess our sins, He is faithful, and He is just, and He cleanses and forgives. God really loves me, I'd remind myself. And He is patient, and He knows I'm going to come forth as gold. He knows the end. I don't, but I can certainly trust Him with that. So, yeah, be patient with yourself. Review Bible verses often and truths about your significance to God, who you are in God's sight. And that leads me to the last point, something I picked up just a couple of years ago, actually, when I was serving on a committee with Angela Cockerham and Megan Edwards, and we were talking about how important the gospel is in teaching women. And the idea came up to say the gospel to myself every morning. So I do. First thing, I pop out of bed, my feet hit the floor, but I'm still sitting on the bed, and I say, Lord, thank you for sending Jesus to die for my sins, for being buried, and that He rose again. And Lord, thank you that you love me because you want to. And that is always a jaw dropper for me, that He, because there's nothing I've done to deserve it. And that starts my day off pretty much right. Hope you enjoy this little talk.